Welcome to episode 1 of Curly's Mind, Life's Analogies. Today's episode is entitled The Search Engine, Why Treating Your Mind Like Google Can Help You Get Better Results Out of Life. We all want better outcomes and results in life. So how exactly do we attain these outcomes, and why is it so important that we treat our mind like a search engine? So just like Google, your mind is constantly searching for answers, meaning, and solutions. It's always vacant and ever ready for a search. Yet, until you actively search for something, it's just a vacant space. Yet, this vacant space can be easily filled up with your thoughts, and your thoughts are like the letters on the keyboard which influence your search. What you may not realize, though, is that your mind has a tendency to run searches according to your thoughts, which in turn influences what you see, how you behave, and subsequently the outcomes you get. And there is a key problem with this. When you are using a laptop and searching on Google, you're consciously aware of what you are typing into the search engine. You know exactly the right words to type to get the best results. To some degree, we know the search engine inside out. You know that the tone of your search will influence the results you get back. There's an element of control and responsibility when we use search engines, and we try to keep things as efficient as possible, using keywords that are relevant. Yet, here's the funny thing. When it comes to the search engine of your mind, how in control are you of the search and the thoughts which are influencing your search, and subsequently the results that you are getting back? Think of your mind like an empty search box, and just because thoughts are appearing in this empty space, it doesn't mean that you have to let them run the search. Although the keyboard thrives on your thoughts, it's important to realize that a lot of these thoughts are automatic and they aren't always conducive to your growth. Sometimes the search engine of your mind becomes polluted with all sorts of unhelpful thoughts, which means a muddy search engine. And a muddy search engine makes for muddy results. So how do we overcome this? The best way to overcome this is to become more conscious about how you are using your search engine. Just because negative thoughts arise, it doesn't mean that you have to let them run the search. You have to make a conscious choice as to whether or not you want to allow your thoughts to run the search, and more specifically, which thoughts are you going to allow to underpin the search. When you are using Google, the efficiency of your search ultimately boils down to the key words that you are inputting into the engine. For optimal results, you pick key words that are relevant and useful to your search. And the same is true in life. Your self-talk is your set of key words. When you communicate and talk to yourself with negativity, doubt, and frustration, that's what your mind will keep searching for. And unsurprisingly, this will influence the results that you are getting back. So pause and ask yourself, what key words are arising in your mind every day, and what role do you play in typing these key words into the search engine of your mind? Are they helping you, or are they holding you back? If you aren't getting the results you are looking for, key words are a good starting point. When you go to Google and input words that aren't related to your search, you can only expect to get results which aren't relevant. The goal is to make sure that your key words are clear, focused, and relevant to your search. If you recognize that a key word is negative and unhelpful towards your search, it's up to you to stop it from interfering with your search. When you keep your search engine clear and focused, you can see what lies ahead of you. Sometimes this alone can be the difference between success and failure. So, from today's episode, I encourage listeners to reflect on the nature of their search engine and the types of searches that they are running. Are the key words that you are inputting into the search engine in alignment with the kind of person that you want to be? In the next episode, we will be discussing how exactly you can keep your search engine intact. But for today, the key thing is thinking about the key words you are inputting from your keyboard into the search engine, and how is this influencing the results that you are getting. Practice noticing when negative thoughts are interfering with your search. At the end of the day, you can only get what you are focusing on. Stay tuned for episode 2, where we will dive further into this analogy and learn how to break out of thought patterns which are keeping you stuck and stopping you from getting the results you are seeking. If you found this episode useful, please hit like, subscribe, and share.